G'day guys, how are you? Miski, I thought I'd rattle off a very fast video for you. Hopefully it's going to be fast. I'm testing out my gimbal for my camera here. I needed to buy another one because I destroyed the last one that cost me $175, but hopefully I won't drop this one. So let's start. In fact, hang on a second.
You can't help but just bump your head to it.
Let me just turn that off. Check out my top carport. Have you ever seen so much room? I've been cleaning, and hopefully soon I'll have most of this center stuff out of there, most of that stuff gone, and I'll be able to grab the floor pan for my Carmen gear. You can see that's the body up there. The floor pan is down the bottom, the chassis, and bring it up here and slide it in next to the house. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm going to all of this effort. But look, I've got a bunch of dryers that I've got to fix. This one here, I've just recently found this. Side of the road job, side of the road. Thought I'd grab it and check it out, see if we can fix it. First thing, have a look at this. Let me just turn you around. Look at that, see down there? I've looked in that outlet, that's like the air vent, and there is no actual ducting. There's normally a pipe that leads to that hole in the back of the machine. It's not there at all. Sometimes they come loose if somebody's messed around with the machine, but no, it's not in there at all. So I'm kind of confused because they've put all the holes back. You can see it's not the holes, all the screws back. You can see all the screws. They don't even look like they've been taken out of the machine. So I don't know what's going on, but I thought we'd make a video out of this and see if we can fix it. Other than that, this display, I don't know what's going on here. I have a feeling, it's got this kind of crack there. This is okay to use, but I sell these machines, so what I'll probably end up doing is replacing the interface as well as this door, because look at this. The door's stuffed. Well and truly stuffed. And so I'll have to put a new door on it. Other than that, if I put my hand in here and spin it, spins like a new one. It's beautiful, really nice. So what I thought I'd do is set you over here. What I've got myself some wet washing in the basket. That's straight out of the washing machine. I want to plug this dryer in, turn it on. In fact, let's just turn it on first, see what happens without the washing in there, eh? Bent pin. That's a good sign. Power. Door closed. Yep. Oh, it's just humming. Man, that's a really good sign, because as we know, humming just means it needs a new capacitor. How cool is that? Sometimes you can kind of spin them and quickly press play, and it might work. Yeah, it's just humming. It sounds exactly like it's a capacitor issue, but I'm not convinced. I'm kind of, yeah. The fact that it's missing the exhaust pipe from within the machine, that's kind of throwing me. All right, so give me 2 seconds. I'll go grab me a cushion so we can lie this down on its face. Or should I? Should I just turn it around? Because this is not like a Simpson machine. This machine here, you can actually take the back off it without having to lie it down. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. What are you guys seeing? Okay, so I'm just going to take the back of this machine off, I should say. Basically 1, 2, 3, and you can see the perimeter screws around there, as well as this screw here, that screw down there. Okay, give me 2 shakes. They've obviously opened it up because this screw that I just took out here has a bigger head. So the ones with the bigger head, there's normally two of them, a couple of them, they normally hold on the air vent deflector. So there's another one. That's another one of the large ones. So they've obviously taken it apart. Obviously they've taken it apart because the frickin' pipe's missing. Which still, I can't understand that. Why would they put it together without the pipe? All right, let me do this quickly. All right, back is off. The back's off. You can see this foot is damaged. I'll replace that. But yeah, check inside. That entire pipe's missing. That's crazy. How weird is that? Anyway, the capacitor is just sitting in, I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. That's the capacitor. It's actually on the other side of this metal. So what I need to do is get a pair of pliers, kind of push this in here and release that. That'll actually go in, and I'll have to undo the wires at the back. But, yeah, I'm just wondering what I might do. What I might do is actually put it up on top of that machine over there, I think. It's just going to make it easier for me to do all of this stuff. So let me just set you back here. I'll lift this machine up, set it over there. Awesome. It's going to make life a bit easier, even though it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I have to go and find myself an exhaust pipe. Let's go for a walk. I have a feeling I know where one is. Okay, there's got to be an exhaust pipe around here somewhere, right? There's got to be an exhaust pipe. There's a bunch of Simpsons. There's one. On top of that machine up there. Oh, beauty. I think that's my last one. I am going to go and grab my exhaust pipe cleaner. What do I use to clean my exhaust pipes? This thing here. It's a cobweb cleaner. It's perfect. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do this here because I just cleaned in here. I'm going to take this outside in the yard and just kind of brush this out. Beautiful. Now, before I stick this back in, what I am going to do, and I'm going to quickly go and grab a light because you guys can't see this. This is kind of noteworthy. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let me just put the light there. Now, if you can see right in there, this hole here, this is where that exhaust pipe connects to. Can you see all of this bloody lint and gunk and stuff? Now, it's not a bad idea. Oops, are you even looking? No, sorry. It's not a bad idea to pull some of that out and clean it. But yeah, just this bottom part, it doesn't matter at all. It's not a big deal. What we really kind of want to do, can you see up the top here, this part here? This is where the heat sensor sits, on the other side of that. Now, a lot of the time, the heat sensors are broken because it's just really mild plastic. And after over years and years of use, the hot air just kind of makes it all brittle. And what you'll find is the heat sensor is just hanging by a thread in there, just by the wire basically. This one's okay. And I can feel the end of the heat sensor and it does not have any lint. In fact, have a look at this. Have a look at this. Have a look at this machine just here on top of the machine. Let me just move this door. This is that actual bit of ducting. got to bend down. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the other side. You can see that's the hole where the ducting marries into. But this here is our heat sensor. And this one's okay as well. It's not broken. Let me just see if I can get some better light. There we go. That's better. So that's our heat sensor just here. But yeah, a lot of the times these just snap off and they're just kind of waving around the air. They still work most of the time. But yeah, so basically what I like to do is just kind of make sure that there's no lint obstructing that. So I just did that and that feels pretty good. That feels good. I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do is just grab that pipe, bit of ducting, just push it on. And in fact, if I have a look into the corner down the bottom, I can see that a foot is missing over that side as well. So what I'm going to do is actually take this one out, get 2 new feet and replace that. These other ones on this side look pretty good. Cool. Alright, so I grabbed myself a new capacitor. I need to, like I said, I need to squeeze these 2 together, pop it out. It's, yeah, it's a kind of hard one to explain how to do it. You just kind of have to work out your own method. So let me just do it. I like using these bent nose pliers. I mean, you can use any kind of pliers. You don't even, yeah, anything will work. But I like that because you can just put it in. I've actually just pushed them together and it's just sitting there. So now I can just use my thumb, push it all the way through, and now it's just hanging. There you go. So what I need to do is get my hand in there. Have to hold the capacitor and then with my other hand somehow wiggle those wires off the terminals from behind. Remember, make sure your machine is disconnected. Make sure your machine is disconnected, okay? From the power, I should say. Now, I'm just going to hold that there. I've got a hold of it. I'm actually going to stick my hand over the top of this bracket piece and see if I can do it that way. Yep, got it. Got it. There you go. I think that it hasn't exploded, so hoping that humming is just from that. Alright, so what am I going to do next? Where is my capacitor? So when you buy them from eBay, you never get ones that look like the original. You never get that style of capacitor, okay? They always come with a nut on the end. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to plug the terminals on first. Actually, first of all, I'm going to take this nut off, as well as the star washer, whatever you call that thing, lock washer. One form of a lock washer. Just stick that there. Now I'm going to kind of plug these in first of all. Just remember that when you get some of these capacitors, a lot of the time you'll see there's 4 terminals. There's this, it counts as 1 terminal, and this counts as another terminal. So you can put the wires on either one, it doesn't matter. So just don't put them on 1, 2. You have to put them on either one of these and one of these, okay? You get what, oops, you get what I'm saying. Just don't put the 2 wires on that one or both on that one. They have to be 1 on each of these. Yeah, I'm over explaining this, I know. Basically, that is 1 terminal. That is 1 terminal there. All right, shut up and just do it. Okay, I'm just going to grab a wire. One's on. There we go. Kind of difficult to do this. Let me see if I can show you what I've done. It's kind of difficult. You might be able to see it in the back there. Probably not. When I'm doing it, I'm actually looking through this little square hole here where the old capacitor came out, and just feeling my way around. But yeah, I've definitely got one wire on each terminal. So then I'm just going to actually stick it through there, or you can stick it through this one here. But I'll just stick it through the one that it came out. Okay, let me just set you back up. So far this camera gimbal's working great. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to grab a spanner so I can tighten that. I never come prepared. I love using these ratchet spanners that kind of adjust, you know. I think these are great. I use these all the time. But you can also just use a normal spanner, and that's probably what I'll use for this one. So just got to put that over the top. I'm also just going to hold the capacitor so it doesn't turn as I'm tightening it. There we go. There we go. Done. Beautiful. You just set your back here. I'm going to quickly turn this around and just test her out. Right, let's plug that in. Let's try this out. Let's power it up. Please work. Oh, look at that. Like a new one. Beautiful. I'm liking the sound of that. Alright, that's good enough for me. So let's fix the rest of it, do you reckon? Maybe we'll put a new door on there. I'm going to go and see if I've got another computer interface. In fact, what's going on here? Let me have a look. Why did they put some sticky tape on there? Oh, I see. It's not a big deal. I don't know why they would have bothered with that. I'll show you. I just peel this tape off. Basically, there's a crack. You can see that. I wonder if I've got one of these. I wonder if I've got a spare one of these. But yeah, you can see there's a crack, and that's just kind of giving it a little bit of movement. I mean, it's crazy, the fact that I'm even thinking about replacing that. But should I? Well, listen, I want another one of these anyway, because I want to make this look really nice and presentable for sale. So yes, I will. I'll see if I've got another one of those. Where would I've... Oh man. Let's see if we can find one of those up here. There's got to be one around here, right? We've got to find something. We've got to find something. Oh, what's that in the corner over there? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's exactly what we want. Awesome. And look at that over there. We got a couple of doors, Fisher and Paykel doors. It's coming together. I'll tell you what. In fact, before we go back, do we have any feet? Do we have any feet? Where do I keep the feet? So this is not feet. Oh, there we go. There's a foot. We need two, don't we? Two. There we go. That'll do us. A couple of feet. And whatever we call this thing, at least it's not cracked. Alrighty, how should we do this? Let's turn it back around. Unplug it, turn it back around. Maybe I should just do a quick time lapse of me doing this. How am I going to do this? Oh, that doesn't look good. There we go, that's all cracked. This is where the one's missing. Let me just grab one and see if I can stick it in. It's been a while since I've installed a foot. Alright, getting a foot in there. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure all you need to do is just put that in there like that. There you go, that one's in. This one here is stuck. Let me see if I can give that a bit of gentle persuasion with that bent nose pliers. See in there here. Let's just break it more. There we go, it's out. Just going to bend this tin back a little bit. Okay. There you go. It's got some new feet. Might just wipe this bit of mud off there. Okay, get a wet rag. I'll tell you one thing, that is one hell of a clean dryer. I mean, that's almost new. It doesn't look like it's had hardly any use. There's unless they really cleaned it out when they, you know, pulled it apart the first time, but there's hardly any lint in there. There's a little bit of crap over here. All right, let me just clean that, and I'll just go grab the back, and we'll put the back on. Okay, I'm back. I haven't put the back on yet. What I thought I'd quickly do is go and see if I had another interface that had a computer on it. And I do. I've got this one, but if you have a look at it, can you see all the yellowing on the edge? I know it sounds crazy. I think it's crazy, me even kind of saying this, but I don't know if I want to put this one on. It doesn't have the ugly crease that the other one has, but I think that's going to make it look worse. That yellow, it's just going to make it look older. So what I might do, let me just scratch my nose. Yeah, what I might do is use the original computer and replace this bit here. So yeah, play it by ear, but so far that's looking like a plan. Let me just I'm going to actually lift this off and put it on the ground. Oh. Okay. Let's have a bit of a look. And the other thing is, I was kind of looking for one that had the interface the right way up. I mean, this one is upside down, so it's mainly for people who want to put them on the wall. Not that that means anything, to be honest with you. And this one is upside down as well. I just don't like the yellowing. You might be able to sand that off, but I'm not going to bother. I think I'm just going to use this one here. I'll be able to get those marks out at the end from the sticky tape. So what I'm going to do is take that computer, the whole interface off, because you have to do that to remove this bit here that has the crack in it. So there's 3 screws. There's 3 screws, and they are, there's one here, there is one there, I think that's one. No, there's 2 screws. Sorry, one there, one there. Let's have a look. Yeah, just 2 screws. So I'm just going to undo that and kind of pull this off. One. 2. Alright, so that should... Is that going to come out? It's been such a long time since I did this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And in fact, a piece of that just snapped off, or at least broke. This bit here was what it was screwed to, and that's part of the crack, and that's just fallen free. You can see that there. Awesome. Okay, so to take this top bit off, all we're doing is we're removing 1, 2, 3 screws, as well as, well, we've already taken the back off. There were 3 screws up the top that hold the back, as well as that top part that we're about to take off on. So yeah, so it's already released at the back. There you go, you can see it's nice and floppy there. So I'm just going to release these screws here. 1, 2, 3, and chuck that. It's junk. Alright, give me 2 shakes. I'm just going to grab that wet or damp cloth, because you can see we want to clean this now. We want to give that bit of a clean. I'll set you up over here. Looking good. And just on the side. And I'll just dry that off. Okay. Stick it back on the step ladder. Okay, we'll grab our donor. Whatever you call this bloody thing, I'm not sure. What should we call it? I don't know. Come up with something. Put the screws back in. A cowl maybe? I don't know. Okay. Give it a good clean. I never noticed this. This is the first time I think I've noticed this. You see these holes down here in the corner? This is for the manual Fisher and Paykel dryers. So they must use, it's just all universal, these parts. So depending on what they want to actually build, they'll just pump out millions of these, or thousands of these frames. Okay, let me just stick this back on the same way we took it off. There we go. done. All right, door time. In fact, what I might do is put this machine back up on top of this other machine. It's going to make life a bit easier when I put the back on it, as well as do the door. Let's do the back first. Bend with your legs. Alright, I'm just going to put this back on. Hopefully better than the last guy. Alright. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm just missing a screw because when you're doing this, I just like to put the right screws back in the right holes. It doesn't matter, to be honest with you. They're all pretty much the same. But you can see the top here normally has 1, 2, 3, and they have 3 fat heads, bigger heads. I'm kind of missing one because I've only got one left over. That's a small head, and these small heads go around the perimeter holding the back on. Okay, so I'm going to go and grab another one with the fat head. Normally I wouldn't worry about it, but because I'm making a video, I'll do it. Go to a bit more trouble. But the other thing that was missing from this machine was the air vent deflector. So I need to go and get an air vent deflector, as well as two more, basically two more screws to hold that on. But yeah, just kind of having a look at that. Did I do that right? Yeah, there we go. I was just looking. It looks like there was just holes there and nothing to screw them into. But yeah, you have to turn them around. Can you see what I'm doing there? There you go. There you go. That's what we want. Awesome. It's been a while. Let me go and grab an air vent deflector and a couple more screws and a door, and we'll get a door and finish this thing off. Okay, back. Got myself a nice deflector, looking pretty good, and 3 more screws. So I'm just going to finish this back section off. Now, with these deflectors, I like to have them shooting the air upwards. The beautiful part, the really nice part about this is you can actually kind of angle them to the side that way, or upwards. I just go upwards. Oh, that's not good. Why is that? Let me just have a look. I think that hole's a little bit wider. So what I might do is actually angle it going that way. So I think, where did I put the screws? There's one up here. Let me try with this one that I just found on. This is a smaller screw. Let me just try using this one here. It might be a bit fatter than that screw that I put in. No. Yeah, so this screw on this side, the hole is just too big for the thread. So I can either go and get a slightly bigger screw, or what I might just do is angle it so that we're going into another. But they all seem to be a little bit, that's better. They all seem to be a little bit larger. I've lost a screw. Here we go. Beautiful. So that one is angling out to the side. Looking good. I'm happy with that. So let's get this door on. So let's choose a door. I've got 3 doors. I've just grabbed 3 doors. We got them down here. Let's have a quick look. Obviously they're all used machine doors. Now I was looking at this one. This is the nicest looking one. But if I check that out, can you see there's a bit of a stress crack there? It goes all the way down there. I mean, it doesn't really matter so much because it would only matter if you were bending it that way, but when you open the door, you're bending it out that way, so that shouldn't matter. But it doesn't look really nice anyway, so having a look at this one's pretty nice. This one's perfect. That's kind of, it's a bit yellow though. It's a little bit yellow, and that's what I was trying to avoid. This one here is nice and white, and it's just got all this crap. But see this stuff here? We can get that off really nicely with a bit of wet sandpaper. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use that one. I've got heaps of videos, or a couple of videos of me showing you the correct way to actually replace a door on one of these dryers. Okay, so if you really want to know how to do it, and I suggest if you have to do that, definitely check my videos out, because as far as I'm aware, I'm probably one of the only people that actually show you the correct way. Ooh, although I shouldn't say that because I'm not sure. I don't look at other people's videos. Okay. It's a shame this one's dead. I mean, that's all cracked. Yeah, it's a shame. So I'm just gonna replace it. If you want to see how the correct way to do a door, I'll leave a link in the description. But for now, I'm just going to replace this door. Just be sure that you don't just undo the screws and take the door off, because there's a bit of plate metal behind there, and it will move, and then you cannot get the door back on. You're toast. Okay, so I might move you a bit closer. Get you a little bit closer. there we go, all finished, and it's working great. Got rid of that adhesive mark up there with a bit of orange. It smells very nice. Yeah, the door looks good. It's working really well. I've got it really chocked full of clothes. You don't normally put that much in your machine. I like to do that when I test my machines out, because if they can, you know, perform a good couple of tests cycles with, you know, heavy loads, then they're going to be fine. So I'm really happy with that. It's not bad considering I just found it on the side of the road. And the only thing that I'm not happy with is this gash there, but who cares? It's just a bit of a scratch really. And happy with the rest of it. Turned out great. Alright, well there you go. Alright guys, I'm happy with my gimbal as well. This gimbal has worked great through this video. So yeah, that's $40 I spent. The first one that I bought that I destroyed cost me $175. And I bought this one on eBay. I won it for $40, so I'm stoked. It's only been used once. There you go. Thanks guys. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.